Hey everyone, this is Rebecca Jamison with Contemplate Create, and I am out here taking a walk at Cherokee Marsh. It is a gorgeous day. And I was just thinking about a question that has come up in a couple of different classes and has come up from a couple of different clients recently. And that is this phrase that I often use when I'm giving writing instruction to folks, which is write from the grave. And I first heard that from one of my writing teachers in my MFA program. Her name is Goetsch, and she's an amazing poet. And I heard that in one of her workshops, and it just really spoke to me. And so I use it a lot when I'm telling people instructions for engaging with their writing. But a couple of folks have asked, what does that mean? And so I wanted to just explore that a little bit here because, what a good question. What does that mean? And so Diana never elaborated on it, but I think why it's so powerful for me and what it means to me is all the ways that we are so scared in our writing, all the ways that our resistance can come up, all the ways that we hold ourselves back by thinking, I'm not good enough, this is garbage, nobody will want to read this, who am I to even say this, what right do I have to say this, everyone else has already said this before, this is boring, this is cliche, blah, 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 whatever your inner critic likes to say to you. I just want to pause and recognize how painful that is. Because I think for me, certainly, and for many of us, it's so unconscious and it's so under the radar. And it can be freezing us up when we write without us even knowing it. So, write from the grave is really encouraging you to pretend that you are dead. And that could sound really morbid, but it's pretend you're dead in the most freeing way. If you are dead, if you are in the grave, does it matter what other people think? Does it matter if someone has written on the same topic as you before? Does it matter even whether anyone thinks it's any good? What really matters, I think, what that quote from Diana is getting to is, how do you want to live your life while you're alive? Do you want to live it constantly contracted and constricted and in fear, or do you want to actually just give yourself that immense freedom and really kindness to let your words flow through you, let your creativity flow through you, and to actually give yourself a space that's big enough and kind enough to hold whatever is in your human experience. And that's pretty profound, especially if we can actually do it now before we are in the grave. So that's the breakdown of write as if from the grave. And I just extend an invitation to you. Can you kindly, generously, compassionately experiment with creating that space of bravery and kindness for yourself as you write, as you try to get words on the page? And I'll also just say too, I think this can apply to revision as well, but really I think of this as especially important when we're writing those first drafts, when we're just trying to get out of our own way and get something on the page. So maybe I'll talk in a later video about how we might use that still in our writing at different stages and different levels of revision. But I think it can be really, really powerful in those early stages. So sending you all a lot of kindness and permission to actually just let yourself say anything in your writing. Just say anything that feels like it needs and wants to be said. And notice what's coming up for you. And please take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself in the process. Happy writing.